Good evening, all. Already we have seen what is meant by surveying. Surveying is the determination of relative positions of various points on the surface of the earth. And here you can see the image of surveying of land. And here you can see the leveling instruments. Before going to leveling, we will see, we have seen we will see about the objectives of surveying. So the objective of surveying is to prepare a map or a plan by showing the relative positions of the object on the earth surface. So here you can see the just a plan of a building, and here you can see a master plan. So what is the use of surveying? The surveying may be used for to prepare a topographical map and to prepare a cadastral map and to prepare engineering maps. So here you can see the topographical maps. So here uh, you can see the contour lines. So contour lines are the imaginary lines which represents the levels. So here in the topographical map, you can see where there is a ponds and where there is a hill. So like that areas. And here you can see the cadastral map, and this is the engineering map, so which we can see in Google Maps like that. So by to prepare a contour map, so surveying is useful. This contouring map is used at the areas like roads, construction of roads, railways, bridges, and also surveying is also used to prepare military maps also, as we have seen cadastral maps, and for setting out of works for the construction of dams. So in setting out of buildings, the major part of surveying is used for the borders. So primary divisions of surveying is plain surveying and geodetic surveying. So already we have discussed the plain surveying is by considering the curvature of earth. So it should be less than 250 square kilometers. And you can see the maps. And geodetic surveying, it is considering the curvature of earth is taken into account. It is generally extended for over large areas. So here you can see the images as the earth surface is a curvature. By considering the curvature of earth, then the surveying is known as geodetic surveying. And the main difference between plane surveying and geodetic surveying, so it is considered as a plane surface, and in geodetic surveying it is considered as a curved surface. The curvature of earth is ignored and the curvature of earth is taken into account. Line joining any 2 points should be straight. Here it will be in spherical condition. The triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as plane. Here the triangle formed by any 3 points is considered as spherical. So you have seen the image also. So the angles of triangles are considered as plane angles. Here the spherical angles, and the area should be less than 250 square kilometers. In geodetic surveying, the area will be greater than 250 square kilometers. And here the important thing is the principles of surveying. There are major two principles of surveying. One is always work from whole to the part. By considering entire area, we have to work not by considering a small part. And the second one is to locate a new station by at least considering two fixed points. So these are the principles of surveying. So here you can see always work from whole to the part. So this is important question also. So fundamentals principles of surveying. One is always work from whole to the part. So the it should be enclosed by main stations. As you can see, if you want to construct a building, we have to consider the boundaries first. So that is, we have to consider the whole, then we have to construct. So whole to the part. The area is divided into number of divisions by forming well-conditioned triangles or squares or any geometric figures. So here you can see. So to construct here, we have to consider the whole boundaries. Then we will divide the boundaries into different geometrics. So here the main survey lines are measured very accurately with precise survey instruments, and the remaining sides of triangle are measured. The purpose of this method is to work to control accumulation of errors, to reduce the errors. During measurement, if there is any error, then it will not affect the whole work. So, but if we do from small part to the large part, then the error will be accumulated. It will be add on increasing. And second one is to locate a new station by at least two fixed measurements. So if you want to place a point, it should be placed by considering two reference points. Two that should be fixed reference points. So here you can see if you want to locate a C point, we should take at least two reference points A and B. Here also to locate C, you have to take two reference points A and B. So this is the second principle. And the second one is plan and maps. So one of the basic objective of surveying is to prepare plans and maps. So here we will see what is meant by a plan. So a plan is a graphical representation to some scale of the features on, near or below the surface of the earth as projected on a horizontal plane. So we will say just generally a plan of a building. So what that it indicates, so it just shows the graphical representation of the feature on the earth surface, which is projected on a horizontal plane, that is on paper. So it is a graphical representation. So of the building on the paper. So we will draw by considering some scale. So that is known as a plan. So the horizontal plane is represented by plane by of drawing sheets on which the plan is to be drawn with some scale. Here map. So if the scale of the graphical projection on a horizontal plane is small, the plan is called a map. Thus, a graphical representation is called a plan if the scale is large, while it is called a map if the scale is small. So if the scale is very small, then it is called as a map. So here you can see the master plan. So here we have drawn some graph from geographical representation of some features on a plan. So scale, so it is a basic requirement for a preparation of plan or a map. So scale is used to represent a large distance on paper. So generally, you can see 10 meters on the ground. We will represent the 10 meters on paper by as a 1 centimeter. So that is nothing but we are considering a scale. So for 10 meters on the ground, we are taking as 1 centimeter on the paper. So that is the scale. 1 centimeter on paper represents 10 meters of the distance on ground. So here you can see. So this is the kilometers. Actually here it is 10 kilometers. We are representing on a scale. And the second thing next to scale is representative fraction. The ratio of the distance on the drawing to the corresponding actual length of the object on the ground is known as representation fraction. So representative fraction is nothing but the distance of the object on drawing to the corresponding actual distance of the object on the ground. So here the both the distance should be in the same unit. For example, here you can see if the scale is 1 centimeter equal to 10 meters. So previously we have seen about scale. Here 1 centimeter on the paper represents 10 meters on the ground. So the representative fraction can be represent as 1 by 10 into 100. Here 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Here 1 by 1000. So 1 is to 1000 is the representative fraction. So I hope you understand about the difference between scale and the representative fraction. Scale is nothing but the distance measured, distance placed on the paper, which represents the distance on the ground. Here representative fraction should be in the same units. Here you can see another example, 1 centimeter equal to 100 meters. So then here 1 by 100. So meters can be represented, 1 meter is 100 centimeters. So 1 by 10,000. So these are the few types of scales. So type this is not is in your syllabus, but types of scale means plane scale, diagonal scale, chord scale, and vernier scale. So here some standard units: 1 inch equal 2.54 centimeters, 1 foot equal 0.304 meters, 1 yard equal to 3 meters, 1 mile equal to 1.609 kilometers, 1 nautical mile equal to 1.852 kilometers. And here you can see classification of surveying as next topic. Thank you.